Lot going on. Shout out to our first guest, who's in the building representing. I see him in a fatigue. Uh, Golden Child, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, peace, family. Peace, family. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm honored. I'm blessed. What's going on, brother?
Honored to have you on today too, man. Honored to have you on too, man. Your reputation precedes you.
Man.
Uh, we had a chance to hang out at Revolt conference this summer. Uh,
Okay.
you were
Okay.
in the building. You did great. You was in with the people, walking and talking amongst the people, and doing your thing. And
Yeah.
just happy that you're able to join. Shout out to Rob Love for making that connection and everything, man. So first
Rob
of
Love.
all, let's get into it. First of all, I feel like you were listening a little bit on a conversation. I don't know if you had any thoughts on the protests that are happening, on the things that are going on at the different colleges and universities. Not to put you on the spot, but do you have an opinion?
Uh, I can't really give an informed opinion right now because I think I came in on the middle of the conversation. I think I was a little late, but what
Okay.
I did hear, I think I agreed upon. What stood out the most from what I heard, I think somebody was speaking along the lines of, having a purpose for protesting and not just being out there, for the views and the likes and the attention, but being out there with a, strategic purpose as it relates to what you're going to really do to solve the problems in our communities. And that really resonated with me because I wholeheartedly agree, man. Unfortunately, a lot of times it's for the attention, the notoriety of the views to get a certain status in the community, but we go back homes and go back to our regular activity without focusing on, getting the job done and solving the problems, that we out there protesting about in the first place.
Yeah,
Big bro.
no question. No question. Well, first of all, shout out to you for all of the work you do. For those who don't know, can you give everybody a little background about who is Golden Child and what your purpose is and
Man,
how it relates to the music? Go ahead.
loaded question, my brother. Yeah, first of all, shout out Rob Love, man. I didn't even know we didn't know that we would be on this call together, bro. We just connected. We was in and out at the Revolt World, and now
Yeah.
we on this call, man. Come on, man. Look at God. It's an honor to be on here with each and every last one of you. My name is Golden Child. I'm out of the city of Chicago. I don't really necessarily like the term activist or activism, not because activists and activism is not something that we should be involved in our community, but because I personally feel like because a lot of people that wear that title aren't necessarily genuine, it's taking on a negative stigma. But I am active, really active in the community, with the soldiers in the trenches, with the soldiers, in these underserved communities, the women and children. And my music is really a testament to what I really live, bro. There's no cap in my rap. When you listen to my songs, you can rest assured knowing that everything that I'm saying, I'm actually living on the front line, standing in between, the gangs and the guns, literally risking my lives on the basis of risking my life, and the brothers that are with me are risking their lives on the basis of making our community a safe and decent place to live. So I'm really just your brother. I was always taught that the best title that any man could have is the title of brother because what it really means to be a sincere and genuine brother. So I'm your brother. I'm an artist. I'm a creative. I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior. I'm really on the front lines using, the gifts that God has given me to make our community a safe and decent place to live.
No, awesome, man. Awesome, man. And I guess the question is the road to music. How did that sort of get sparked? Because you do use it in activism, even though you don't like to use that word, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously there's something that started before that. So where
Yeah.
did the spark come from? How did that begin?
So man, some of you all might have seen, it's constantly going viral on the internet every time it's posted. But there was a backstage tour with Jay-Z and DMX and a variety of other artists. But it was Jay-Z freestyling, DMX freestyling, and then this brother comes out of nowhere in an orange suit and he jumps into freestyle. Anybody that saw that freestyle, that's my father, man. That's my pops, right? That's pops. So at the age of 8 years old, because of how invested in hip hop my father was, he gave me a poem to memorize. And I remember, man, him taking me to a mall called Ford City in the city of Chicago. taking me down there. And I was so small that he had to hold me in his hands, either held me in his hands or sat me on his lap. And I had to record the verse. And that was really my introduction, to what it meant to be a, recording hip hop artist. So, yeah, that was the beginning for me. It wasn't until I think about, 14 or 15 that I actually started to really write my own music and create my own art. But yeah, man, that was the beginning for me. And my father, he was a part of a, really big hip hop group in the city of Chicago, man, called Soldiers at War, bro. Soldiers at War, SAW, and they were also called ex niggas at a certain point. So they always conscious, positive, heavily invested in cleaning up our communities. So really, that's where I get it from, man. I'm just, taking the baton, picking up the torch, and carrying it on in this generation, big bro, for sure.
Yeah, as you should, man, as you should. And if you haven't checked him out on YouTube, I love the fact that you rep multiple hats. You know what I mean? You throw the fatigue on, but then you throw the bow tie on and mess everybody up. They're like, "Yo, what's good?" Like, it's good. It's attention, but it's real. And what they always respect about FOI, the Nation, Farrakhan, all the brothers from there, the job has always been to clean us up mentally, clean
Yeah,
us up in general. What you eat, how you dress, how you look at yourself,
fact.
how you speak, how you connect with people. You never lead with violence, always lead with peace. It's awesome to see that you have it doesn't end with Farrakhan.
Nah,
There is other people and whatnot.
yeah.
Doing stuff. Anyway, that being said, tell us a little bit about this project that you got coming. I know the song Trenches is the street joint that is out there. Talk about that real quick.
Man, before I really get into talking about it, I got to start by saying, to God be the glory. All praises is due to the Most High. And I got to start with that because what I got to follow it with is me talking my talk a little bit, okay? But all praises is due to the Most High. I can honestly say, man, and I got to preface it like this because, artists, they have a responsibility to promote and market themselves. And sometimes it's a little fluff involved because, you want to get people to listen. But I can honestly, genuinely say, and you all can go do the research for yourself and get back to me, man. My DM is wide open. Whenever you want to reach me, you can. There is not a project like War Cry on the market. It doesn't exist. And because time is valuable and because time is precious, you can do what you want to do with your time. But I wouldn't advise you waste your time trying to find something like it because there's nothing like it. And the reason I say that is because by God's grace, we went number 3 on the iTunes charts with no label backing us, right? No private investors, no features, nothing like that. It was literally God and the community and the people that got us there. We went over Kanye, man. The only 2 people that was in front of me by God's grace was Joyner Lucas and the Metro Boomin Project. And that was staying up there because everything that's going on with the beef. But we did that literally independent of everybody, with the exception of the community and God. Now listen, on this project, it was no features, bro. No cursing, no degrading our community, no devaluing our women, right? No destroying our community in a way, whereas when children listen to this music and people listen to this music, they're inspired to destroy our community as opposed to build it, right? There's nothing like it. Another reason I believe there's nothing like this project is because it's positive, but it really appeals to that aspect of our community that a lot of times when we try to tackle it, we throw everything in the air and just be like, God damn, I don't know what to do with these young children. I don't know what to do with these young soldiers. They lost, they lawless, they reckless, they need some help. And oftentimes that's our position because we got intentions to appeal to them and work with them. But for whatever reason, for a variety of reasons, we haven't been able to connect and resonate with them in a way that they can sit down and listen. But the testimony is after I went number 3, the trenches, the community said, hey, listen, bro, I got a call, man, because they saw me promoting to go number 1. And they called me, bro. The members, they said, you know what, bro? Listen, man, you went number 3 on iTunes. But I think these are the brothers in the community. I'm telling you, seeing with their guns, they doing their thing. But they said, listen, bro, you went number 3 on the charts, but you number 1 in the trenches to us, right? And it's one thing to appeal to them and try to get them, but not get them to tap in. Like, I'm trying to reach for you, but they not reaching back. They listen to this project and they feel heard. They feel understood. They reaching back. And the reason I feel like this project is so powerful is because I believe it's a tool that you can give to one of those soldiers to really open that door for them to start looking at life different, bro. Start looking at their community different. Start looking at, purpose differently, bro. And I'm not saying any of this arrogantly, but it's a one-on-one project. And with all of the miracles that's been happening around the project, I just had to take a step back, and I humbly believe that God had his hand in all of the workings of making this project a reality. But thank you, bro. I know I said a lot.
You're supposed to. You know what I mean? That's the point. We want you to speak your piece and get your thought out and connect with everybody. I want to start off by playing Trenches, if that's okay with you. And then we're gonna come back. We're gonna the chat is on fire, by the way. People saying they make it a Savior's Day. People saying, good brother, you rep in Chicago, talk your it. This is the reason, purpose of hip hop, to move the culture forward. A lot of energy early in the chat. So let's play this joint. Y'all listen and heed, and we're gonna come right back. New Music Wednesdays. You already know.
We unite in the trenches, man. Look. Wife know I can't stay up in the house, she know I be outside. All this drilling happening in the streets, so that's why we outside. They say stop the killing, but ain't trying to stop no killing. How you trying to stop some killing in the trench if you don't be outside? Know some killers want forgiveness, steppers, but ain't heartless. Turn the Allah here, clean your slate up, make it spotless. Doing what they told us was impossible, we got this. Pushing peace, but we can send it up too, we got options. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us for sure. I make that call, my brothers pull up, yeah, they train to go. I got some brothers hard to cool off when they get in mode. Can't always take them with me, sometimes they gotta stay at home. We still cleaning up, I told them that we far from perfect. Brothers hit me ready to crash out, I'm like, nah, it ain't worth it. I need thinkers with me, we got too much work to do. Can't let no goofies pull our strings, we can't be part of they circus. 10 toes, I stand on all 10 toes. You say turn up on the enemy, we hollin' tenfold. They ain't never wanna see the trench united, nah. Yeah, we know they didn't, but God did, though. I've been having sleepless nights, I've been squashing beef, taking calls. Said I thought Mustaqim, they see us on that, they wouldn't take us off. So much happening, wish I could be everywhere at once. Movement growing, no streets know I'm thorough, this ain't fake at all. Working on myself, I've been fasting, I've been reading, I've been studying, I've been training, I've been watching what I'm eating, I've been on my self-improvement, I've been really fighting demons, I've been stronger, been more focused, I'm not wasteful with my semen. This ain't for the weak, you don't know who with you till it's ugly. We gon' see who really with us when the enemy come from me. We been having plenty motion, say alhamdulillah, but they watching, they don't like it, so they plotting. Brother, trust me, I ain't tucking my tail, I'ma give them hell, get up when I fail, don't like me, oh well, I do this for us, yeah, can't you tell? You know, we gon' be swell, 10 toes, I stand on all 10 toes. You say turn up on the enemy, we hollin' tenfold. They ain't never wanna see the trench united, nah. Yeah, we know they didn't, but God did, though.
Yes, sir. Talk to me, big bro.
Yeah, you already know, man. The energy's already there. The lyric, it makes you question, right? Because this is just real rap. Right. Mm-hmm. So, real rap should be supporting this in terms of like the Sirius XMs and the Shady 45s and all of the street shows. Boy, and I hope they're supporting it. But I almost feel like it's almost a new genre category that should be connected to as well, because, you do have what we would consider Christian rap. That's not really Christian rap. It's just dope rap. You know what I mean? Is there a category that lines up with, I would just say positive rap, the way this can go and create its own lane? It's a question.
Come on, bro. Hey, I need you whenever you get a chance, brother. I know this call is being recorded. I need you to take that piece right there, bro, and send it to me, bro. Everybody that listens to this album is telling me, hey, bro, listen, bro, I love what you're doing, but let's just take a moment, because this is a new genre, bro. This is something, we've never heard before. And I mean, we got to figure it out, man. We may have to get on another one of these calls, CL, and figure out what this genre is, bro.
Why not? Wait, shout out to DJ Raver representing KRJS 2-1 in Oklahoma. He said, no swear words is just a plus. Adding to rotation on our station, need a station drop and an interview. That happened just now. Shout out to him on that. That's love. You just got some support live. I want to open it up real quick. I see the chat's going crazy. I don't know if anybody has something they want to say. Shout out to my man Israel in the building. But if you do got something to say, please feel free. Raise your hand. Thank you, Remo. Click the raise your hand button. Remo, you got about 30 seconds to go do your thing.
Hey, Golden Child, what's going on? This is Remo Marak. I want to ask you, based on what you were saying about education, and for me, I'm definitely in the education field as well. What do you feel could be a better, potent way to get to the youth about the word? Because for me, I'm not going to lie to you, and I see it on a daily basis, that at times it's not cool enough. And I'm not saying to like do something like lower yourself of what you're doing, because what you're doing is a great job. But what do you feel could be something that could resonate to them to go forward?
I like that you asked me that, bro. We don't have that problem over here, bro. And I say that humbly. We coming out of the city of Chicago, bro. The youth, the trenches is tapped in and it's verified, it's stamped, bro. This is Chicago. Go do your research. You talking about it being cool enough. That was something that it took me years to sit back and figure out. I'm like, what is the formula that I need to put together? Whereas it's cool, it's attractive, it's plain, and it resonates with them. Whereas the second they hear it, they're like, hold on. Usually when they trying to push the positive, we tune out. But I can't get away from this. And I was able to figure that out because I feel like this is a mistake. We do a lot of talking and we do a lot of commenting on the internet, you know, and we look at it in our mouths. But a lot of times, the quote unquote men in our community have not summoned the faith and the courage, if you will, to really get in the mud, to stand with the killers, to stand with the members. And I'm not talking about go stand next to them and start running your mouth. I'm talking about going with an open heart to genuinely learn what the hell has happened with the mind to whereas you can justify this lifestyle, right? And when you go in there with that heart and that mindset and those intentions, what I've come to learn is that a lot of what I thought I knew, I didn't know at all, bro. And I got to say that humbly. So when I went in, it's like, damn, a lot of what didn't make sense before make all the sense in the world. And sometimes tears come down my eyes because I realize the strong warriors in our community that can really resolve this issue. Because a lot of times we judge and we condemn and we don't got the courage to get out there. We're disconnected from the young soldiers that need us the most, bro. You see what I'm saying? That need us the most. So I had to humble myself and just go in. And you know how difficult it is when you quote unquote think you know, to go into some of these communities and witness the condition of these communities and see some of the stuff that these young brothers is doing and these young sisters are doing, how difficult it is to be there and say, you know what, I'm not going to say nothing right now. I just got to observe. I got to do the reconnaissance. I got to figure out what the solution is and then come back with a solution. Because you can argue with them all day. And I'm telling you, these young soldiers that y'all talk about, I know firsthand. They're not afraid, bro. They have not, unfortunately, been given the information that will equip them with the courage that they need to really tackle this enemy the way that they need to tackle this enemy. But I'm telling you right now, once they find out, these brothers not dumb neither, bro. I'm telling you, they not dumb, they not slow, and they really not cowards. Once they get the truth, listen, I'm telling you, the enemy is going to have a sad day in hell, bro. I'm telling you that right now. So what I believe we need to do is really just be more humble, be more understanding, and we really need to diagnose the situation a little bit better so that we, as opposed to the quote-unquote conscious community being divided from the trench, now we one body, one mind, one sound, and we can focus on the real enemy at hand. Hopefully that answered your question.
Nah, that's what's up. I mean, that's for me and for what I've been doing. Like I said, I've been in education for the last 12 years. So, you know, currently right now I'm in East Harlem up here in New York. And I go through a lot with some staff members because they feel my style isn't the style that they want, and it's controlling these kids. And I'm like, yo, you got to relate to the youth first before you could even do any kind of control or guidance, or even for that matter to like put them to do something that you want them to do. I
Yeah.
go through this. I go through this on a daily basis. So definitely, I appreciate you even mentioning that, and that's the reason why I asked you that question in that stance and format. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Dope stuff. We're getting some drops, some knowledge drops. We're getting some gems. Brother Israel, you up?
Brother Israel, before you speak,
Peace.
bro, I was watching you the whole time. I'm like, let me hear this, brother, man. I'm looking at your facial expression. I want to talk to him.
Dig it, ditto, man. First of all, your dad's verse on that backstage was hard.
Great.
That was crazy, man. That was crazy. So I was like, man, when you started saying, I'm like, he gonna say he was that brother. I'm like, how this brother? I'm like, nah, man, you too young. So first of all, that much, but then you've been what I've been waiting for, man. To be
Wow.
honest. To be
Wow.
honest, you what I've been waiting for. You know, somebody that you know, first of all, like, but I always tell people, when people talk about 19 keys and things like that, I'm like, I'm not impressed with that brother, man. That brother was like Floyd Mayweather. He was born and raised to be an orator because of the nation. And so I can hear when you speak, you know, that training and that discipline get put inside you. And you know, that's what I always appreciated about the nation. And so I just want to say, like, yeah, you've been what I've been waiting for, man. I've been waiting for something like this. And I'm honored, like I'm kind of like a honorary crib person from the crib. You know, I lived on 79th and Ashland. I lived on 55th and Church. I'm very,
Okay.
very deeply connected to Chicago.
Okay.
On one side as a youth, but now on all sides as an adult. I was actually just with Cootie and Chike last week in New
Okay.
York. They're doing an
Yes.
Ernie Barnes documentary. And
Mhm.
I would think I was one person I would love to see you work with, if you haven't already, is Jay Ivy, and doing
Jay
something
I
with.
he showed me a lot of love and support online. We ain't did nothing together yet, man, but that's in the works,
Yeah,
bro.
have him do like an interlude or something on your next joint. Put like a
Okay.
poem or something from Jay Ivy. That's what we take from Kanye's book. Put something like that on there.
If I
And
tell him you said you got to get on there, he gonna listen, bro, because I'm gonna drop your name, man.
he will. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Tell him. Yeah, tell him that I said. Tell him that I said that you definitely should. And I'm sure he already is. I'm sure you already. If you are, if like, one thing I could say about the crib, about Chicago, why I rock with Chicago so much is because of the way that Chicago rocks with each other. You know, we
Yes.
being whether I'm in New York or I'm at the Super Bowl or I'm at the Grammys or I'm at wherever I'm at. There's always a cadre of everybody, and everybody either knows each other or, like Don C, just show up into a random bar, you know, because everybody there. So you got a lot of support. I'm rooting for you. I'm very aware of the power of the streets to move mountains, and the power that comes from Chicago, and all of the reasons why Chicago used to be the biggest city in the United States, and
Come
it's
on.
built on ley lines the same way as New York. So there's like a certain magic to that city. And so
Yeah.
what you can do what you can do with your work is kind of be a catalyst for that,
Mm,
man. So I'm over here. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm
man,
rooting
I
for you
appreciate
big time.
that's love, man. That's the goal, man. We on it. We working. And really, I need as much support as possible, man. I know with the people on this call, man, if we all come together and really get behind, this art and this movement, we can push the envelope to make it. Whereas, like, you got to tap in, you got to support, you got to listen to this. And that's the power of our unity, man. The movement in Chicago is the unity movement. Whereas by God's grace, we literally we've had brothers that have been warned for 20 and 30 years come in the same room and eat out of the same plate, bro. I'm telling you, bro, miracles have been taking place. And if I believe personally, if we can get it started in Chicago, we can take this all over the world. We just really got to push the envelope as one body, one mind, one sound. Like, we're not going to overlook this. We can't keep complaining and saying we need an alternative to the nonsense and we're not getting behind this. You feel what I'm saying? So that's it, bro. I love you, bro. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Epidemic, you're gonna be next, and then we're gonna play another joint from the project. But DJ Epidemic, what's good?
Hey, what's going on? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just going back to the record. The record is a dope record. I actually like when I posted up the flyers today about the show, about the call. I actually went back and listened to the record, and I didn't realize until now when you said that you didn't curse in one line. That I think that's pretty dope. And I remember back in high school, me and the collective that I was with, we also prided ourselves on not cursing in our poetry and raps because we felt like if you needed to curse, you had a lesser vocabulary than the next person. So I think it's a dope record, and I'm definitely gonna keep in rotation, and I'm about to put in rotation on my station as well.
Man, love, bro. Make sure you DM me so I can follow you back too. What's funny is I done played this for some brothers, and they said, hold on, bro. The same thing. Listen, they listened to the project already. When I tell them I didn't curse, they said, hold on, bro. I got to go back and listen to it. Because it sounded like you was cursing, bro. It felt like, you was cursing on it. So I thought that was funny, man, because I know we brought that type of energy, but it's always hilarious when they listen to it and they say, nah, man, it felt so hard, it had to be a curse word on it. But no, we didn't curse not once, bro. Not once. This is an all ages project.
It's dope. Let's talk real quick about
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Man. Man, another powerful record, man. Both of those really got a street appeal. Man, man. It's like we talk about really putting in that work. We really don't care what you may have heard because the streets talk, our community talk. It's a lot of fugazi activity going on in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie to you in terms of, and not even in just Chicago, bro. It's billions of dollars put up, for violence prevention that some of our brothers, unfortunately, and sisters have gotten their hands on, but they're not really using that money for violence prevention. We literally went into a community, and I'm gonna be quick. And by God's grace, we met with one side that was warm with another side that was responsible for about 50 to 60% of the murders that was happening in that area. This is word is bond. His God is my witness. We met with one side because this is just the work that we do. I mean, you don't got to pay us. You don't got to fund us. Being the soldiers that we are, this is what we do. We met with the other side. And because they were so close to each other, they accounted for all of the murder because, they were so close to each other. By God's grace, the crime in that community decreased by 50 to 60%. There was a non-for-profit organization in that community that saw the statistics and realized that, and they were getting paid for nonviolence. And they went into, they put a flyer together to take credit for that 50% crime decrease in the community. The streets came together. They saw this flyer and said, what? They trying to take credit for what we did on our own because we felt it was the right thing to do. They went and talked to the aldermen and they made it very clear that those brothers are not coming into this community to throw any event claiming responsibility for work that we did out of the sincerity of our heart. Because if they were to get credit for that, the objective was to go back and get more funding. But the street shut that down. I didn't have nothing to do with it. They found out about it and they shut it down. So this record, kind of speaks to what comes with pushing peace and unity in the community. Because just because I said, they thought, that because they got on this side that they wasn't going to have to fight. No, just because you come over here to push peace and unity in our community don't mean that you're not going to have enemies. The real enemy going to start showing his head. So that's what this record is about. You know.
All right, let's get into it. You on with our Goalden Chyld. Song's called
You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't gotta hide, they know what I'm on. Watch what you saying, they tapping our phones. Me off the streets, yeah, that's what they want. I know the murder rate down, cause what we've been doing, the enemy hate it for sure. See what they doing to keep the streets turned up, hit the members to make sure they know. They send our brothers to go do a hitch, just so they can say it was brothers that did it. I don't put nothing past nobody, work for the system, I'm knowing it's way too wicked. I know a brother could've walked if he lied on his brother, he didn't, they gave him a sentence. I'm knowing we really at war, and they worry about why I don't smile that much in my pictures, like, we put in that work, got more than just words, don't care what you heard, The victory eyes, our enemies gon' get just what they deserve, Pray Allah, let me slay me some demons, I'm itching, I'm ready to serve, I've been praying, just came off a fast. I make a mistake, I get up and do better, try not to get stuck in the past. They be so judgmental, they can't see no good in the killers, they just see the bad. It's the members with us that's uniting the trenches, you hear me? Let's talk about that. We got some brothers with us, you won't see in no pictures, they with us but stay on the low. Say you got enemies now, when we pushing that peace, get with us, you gon' get you some more. I might just replace them with more, either way you a god in this world, you gon' get them for sure. He thought cause he got with us, he wasn't gon' have to fight, no that's just not the way that it go. It's not a game for me, they in it for views, but it's not the same for me. I don't got small enemies, I got big enemies, way high up the chain for me, high up the chain for us. Keep telling my brothers they running the game on us. We got the power to turn the trenches around, if we don't then shame on us for sure. We put in that work, got more than just words, don't care what you heard, the victory eyes, our enemies gon' get just what they deserve, pray Allah, let me slay me some demons, I'm itching, I'm ready to serve, I've been praying, just came off a fast. I make a mistake, I get up and do better, try not to get stuck in the past. They be so judgmental, they can't see no good in the killers, they just see the bad. It's the members with us that's uniting the trenches, you hear me? Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Man, there's so much to say. I know there's a lot of questions to ask. I did have one other question that I had to ask was when somebody says, quote, one of the most needed entertainers right now, end quote, and that's the world famous Kid Capri. How does that make you feel?
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, and try to play it off like, my mind wasn't blown. I could play it off real quick. You know what I mean? It is what it is. No, let me stop playing, bro. My mind was blown, bro. When I saw that, I'm like, come on. And it's really because, like, y'all got to understand, I've been doing this work since I was like a baby soldier, like my whole life. And the objective the whole time was really to reach the masses by the millions, man. I told my mom, I'm like, I remember being young in the car, man, in a broke down vehicle on my way to school, and she was playing Lil Wayne. And I'm listening to it. I was always a little, zealot soldier, baby. I'm like, I can make music like this, but I'm just going to make it positive, mama. And I think I was about 8 or 9 years old. So to get to this point, where legends like that are recognized in the art, man, bro, it's a feeling like no other, man, because we got to really fight, bro, to get heard. We got to really fight to get in position. This is not like music that the major record labels is like, yeah, let me get behind this artist that's going to bring my world down. You see what I'm saying? This is the music that it's like, damn, you got to really make a way for yourself. So with technology today, man, by God's grace, we've been able to pave out our own lane, and it's happening, bro. This is what we work for. This is what we grinded for. And to hear that from Kid Capri, man, when I heard that from Rob Love, man, I could have threw my phone out the window, but I needed it to make a call, brother. I needed it to.
Yo, you stupid. You stupid. You know what? The other thing I was thinking to myself, I'm listening, I'm like, yo, FOI, again, they're part of everybody's community for years. And one of the things that I also think is awesome is that now you almost can create the blueprint, and that's whether you put the nation on it or not, because they're going to support anyway, to do, I'll just say in quote unquote FOI or just dope festivals, community festivals and shows again, that combine, I know listen, 19 Keys, I love what he does. I love what Rashad, Bilal, and other brothers from the community, to create that attention to try to unlock minds. It ain't easy.
It's not.
And when you guys can sort of link up together and have music meets the mind, meets finance, and all of these things, I'd love to see y'all come together to do some type of tour here and there, or just a listing, a lineup of city to city festivals, just to get the community behind your message and all these other messages, and to keep it pushing, because ultimately that's what we want. So
come on.
That's what's up. Anyway, I can go on for days. Brother Jobs, go ahead. You got 30 minutes Sorry, got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
You got first off, man. If nobody's told you today, bro, I'm absolutely proud of you.
Man,
Uh,
thank you.
my golden child journey started with subliminal. I want to say,
Oh, yes, sir.
yeah, but I'm not new to this.
You're not doing it at all, brother.
Not at all. The fact that you just haven't quit is just a beautiful thing, bro. And you have gotten better and better and better. And the love that the nation has shown you.
Come on,
You know, I know
come on.
brothers in the nation, and the love they have shown you, bro, is just so inspiring to me.
Yeah, they made me, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They
Um,
raised me.
at what point did you realize, you know what, yo, I'm about to change the world?
Man, I don't know, man. I was always relatively headstrong, really young. My mind was made up really young, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. 10, 12. But I think when I first went viral, if I'm not mistaken, on Facebook, and I saw, the capabilities of technology, and how I was able to reach millions of people, I said, man, if we don't need, these major record labels anymore, if the power is in the hand of the creator, and the artist really to make a lane for himself, that was that was really an epiphany moment for me. But outside of the technology, I always knew that if God is with you, who could be against you? So regardless of what was in place, me realizing I was going to change the world, man. I'm trying to think of a moment that I had. But you know what? This is when it was. I was young, man. I was in high school, and there was a book given to us called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And he pretty much expressed, and I'm paraphrasing, but that if you can make it make sense in your head, you can make it a reality. And everything that I'm doing right now, I had made make sense in my head a long time ago. I just knew that I had to work, bro. I just knew that I had to grind. So it was really when I heard that quote, that I really said, oh yeah, it's time to go.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man,
I appreciate you. I'm having so much fun on this call, bro. Y'all just don't know.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Add gems as above, I think as below. What's in, what's out, what's
As
in.
above, so below.
There you go. Thank you very much. I got some knowledge, damn it. No, I'm just joking. Big Ray, go ahead, bro.
Hey, brother Golden Child, I just want to say I appreciate you being. I'm putting my camera on top of it. Appreciate you being on the call, man. I just want to say, that listening to the music it really inspires me, to keep doing what I'm doing. Cause me, I'm a type of guy when I DJ, I try to play enough music so, cause I usually get a lot of kid gigs, and when I know that reaching the youth is one of the most powerful things that we could do as DJs, as
Come on.
far as the in the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just DJ for the Girl Scouts of America, North Texas, and they really love us and they bringing us back. So I'm definitely playing your music at their next function, man, because they need they talk about empowerment and moving the youth, and that's one of those songs the songs I really like the music, clean, no cursing, and positivity and movement within the community, which is
Come
much
on,
needed, which we don't
man.
get a lot, you know what I mean? And we need that, man. I want to commend you for having that drive, man, because a lot of people want to follow the masses and try to do what the next man is doing, not being, deviating from the timeline. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
everyone's looking for money. Sometimes
That's
you
right.
got to do it for love, and sometimes you got to do it for the culture. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
I know you're doing it from the culture, from how your pops raised you and how you got into it at a young age. You
That's
know,
right.
my question to you is, Golden Child. How did that name come about, and how did you get that name?
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna just be 100% transparent. I remember being young, man. I told you I started young. So my
Yeah.
first art name was King Q. My name is Kadir Abdul Hakim, which means capable or powerful servant of the wise. But I wanted to, and Kadir starts with Q. So I wanted to find a name other than my, name given at birth. And if I could go back, my artist name would just be Kadir because it's a powerful name. But I wanted to find a name that had a Q in it. So my first artist name was King Q. Then, I'm young, scrolling through the dictionary, and I'm like, okay, man, nah, man, let me find something, that's just different. I want it to be different. So I looked up the word quaint, and I said, you know what? My name is going to be Quaint, man. And then after that, I changed it one more time. And then I said, you know what, man, my name is going to be Goalden Chyld. And it was primarily based upon, what at the moment I knew Goalden Chyld to mean, which is, where somebody was, young, special, gifted, that had some sense of purpose, to help change the world or revolutionize something. So once I read that definition, I'm like, oh yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna stick with. So I remember doing a live performance, I think, at my school, and I told, my little friends, like, my name is Goalden Chyld. This is what I'm sticking with. This is what I'm standing with. And then later on, I was introduced, to the Goalden Chyld movie. And I saw what the Goalden Chyld meant with Eddie Murphy. So I'm like, that's still in alignment, with what I'm trying to do. But my objective was really to revolutionize hip hop, and take it back to its origin, and what it really was, created for, which was really to help our community. So that was it. And I really feel like we're doing it, bro. By God's grace, we're doing it for sure.
All right. Dope stuff. We're running short on time, but Head Rush, we need you to close it out, my brother. Last question. You got about 20 seconds. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, we in a time crunch.
No worries.
Go ahead.
No worries. No worries. I just wanted to salute to you, Goalden Chyld, as a grown up that grew up in the city of Chicago. I went to James H. Bowen High School. Also went to Emmanuel, so I had Emmanuel on 83rd and Damon. So I got two sides of the track growing up. I wish we had more people like you around when we was coming up, because fortunately for me, I had a father that helped me, father, brothers, and uncles that helped me stay out of the troubles. But the fact that a lot of my friends that passed away growing up, if we would have had somebody like you next door to us versus the people that we did have, they'd probably still be here right now. So salute to you. I hope you can get together a tour to do it with these other artists that's in the same pocket with you, Reese Lachey, Lecrae, Miles Minnick, Young Chris, all of them, it's a lot more of y'all that's doing this type of music. And I hope y'all can get together and put together a tour and just kind of go across the country and, solidify peace around here.
Man, we're going to make
our own areas.
We're living in that time, bro. It's God's time. We're going to make it happen, bro. We're going to make it happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Salute to you. Keep up the good work, King, man. Peace and love.
Thank you, bro. Love. Chi-Town in the building.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Shout to your team. They definitely on it. I guess they also got vinyl. You're also going to be in New York at SOBs on May 30th.
Come on, man. I'm going to say, bro. We got to tell them. I'm listening. My bad.
So I see you getting it in. How does everybody get in contact with you? I know, Rob, you probably connect for interviews and stuff. But how do they follow you, when they support the tag, when they're playing the records, all that good stuff? How do you want that to happen?
Man, this is a very important moment on the call. I really don't want to lose contact with nobody on this call. I'm telling y'all. The energy on this call was next level, so I don't want to lose contact with none of y'all. I know Rob Love has my information, but if y'all could put this down, let me type this in the chat. Please reach out to my manager, man. I'm telling you, anything you need, Pamela at Joy Management at gmail.com, at Joy Management Inc. INC.com. Okay, that's the email. And yeah, man, reach out to my manager, reach out to Rob. And listen, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I'm a DM away, y'all. I'm telling you. My Instagram is Goalden Chyld, and it's not spelled regular gold. It's like we got goals in life. GOALDEN, GOALDEN_CHYLD. Okay, that's my Instagram. Rob will be sending out a DJ pack. So inshallah, God willing, y'all could all get the records and the files to play on y'all mixes. I'm coming to New York May 30th. We bought out SOBs. Listen, one thing I learned is you got to make a lane for yourself. So if y'all got shows y'all want me on, reach out to my manager. But we bought out SOBs and we putting on our own show when we come to New York. So we need y'all to buy those tickets. I need y'all to reach out to me. We got to pack the house out, 425 people. So I'm going to be in New York May 30th. And as it relates to those festivals, what we do annually is the Unity concert, bro. So May 25th, we throwing our third Unity concert, another show that we put on ourselves and bring out local artists and talent to get on stage and perform and talk about, making our community a safe and decent place to live. We're not looking for no handouts. We creating our own lane. And you can get the merchandise at goldenchyld.com. Everything is available for pre-order right now. I don't think it says pre-order, but everything is pre-order right now because we're waiting for some packages to come overseas. But go support, go donate. And I love y'all, man. Let's go.
Word up, man. Goalden Chyld in the building. Thank you for tapping in with us. Shout out to Raz Cats in the building. See Storm and Havoc. Word up. They up next. We're going to play a joint, come right back. Make sure y'all support DJs, break a record, support. You know how we get down. DigiWax the Music Wednesday. Check it out.
You know.
Yeah.
Motherfucking genius. DJ, kick it.
Look, the fame and the clout I never cared about. I did 2 shows for 100, that's a fair amount. Mayblock from Jenny to Water, you know my whereabouts. The ones responsible for all those bodies y'all been hearing about. Niggas had the Zod trap and a heroin house and made more weekly than a doctor make yearly out his salary. I'm rocking the Miri out the factory. Mike personally sending packs to me. Yeah. These niggas still copying waves, still in my drip, but them niggas never rock it the same. Boy thought he was gangster until he got shot in his braids. You know we crashing out if ever you hop out of your lane. Pulled up the Dykeman to see Poppy and caught me some haze. Nigga lost half his leg when he was shot with a gauge. Rock a lot of chains in Atlanta, I stopped at the Flame. Conway, y'all know the name. Pussy.
Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. Jumping on to this rap shit. Ain't a damn thing changed. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. Jumping on to name. Ain't a damn thing changed.
I'm popping bottles while at the Oscars, watching opera out the binoculars. I got models, confidence dropping like I'm the octaves. I got cold ones, I got hot ones, I got options. Black mulatto, white ones, quadrants, I got octrants. The wires chopping, tires stopping right as I spin.